why does he think he's with you?
I have no idea. I'm pretty sure he's confused. Are you videotaping me?
Thinking about it.
Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm not changing my story about that.
Okay. Okay. What I want to know is when did you become the type of person that would do that?
I answered you.
You became, when you're saying when you fell in love with me, that's when you decided to be the type of person that would lie to me.
It wasn't conscious. It was a...
Okay, but let's be very clear. You lied to me utilizing your daughter as an excuse.
I have already admitted to all of that.
Repeatedly. Well, I just want to...
and I've admitted to it, and you keep saying it.
And then when you got caught lying, using your daughter as an excuse over and over again,
yes,
you got caught.
Yes.
You then decided to go fuck somebody else to pay me back for catching you in a lie.
I don't think that I could go into the whole... No.
Well, I caught you lying. You got mad.
I did.
Okay, and then and when you got mad, you went and fucked somebody else.
I was mad at me.
Okay, but you went and fucked somebody else.
I did.
Because you got caught lying.
Yes.
And now this person is now...
So I was mad at me.
Now this person is now texting you saying that he was with you actually all night.
He was not.
Okay, but so he's lying.
He is lying.
Okay.
He is lying. That's a big fat fucking lie.
He's saying last Friday night. What does Katy Perry voice mean?
I have no idea. I don't know what he's talking about.
So he's lying.
I think he was with somebody else before he got to me. That's what I think.
Okay. Well, he thinks he had sex with you all night.
He didn't.
Did you blow him near the couch?
Yes.
Okay. Well, he talks
right when he walked in the door.
Okay, so wait, right when you walked in, you went out sucking his dick.
Yes.
Okay. Well, he references that. So he knows it's you.
Yeah. Okay.
He's talking about being with you all night.
He wasn't.
Okay.
We didn't leave the restaurant until 10:30. You just heard that.
Okay. Well,
there was nothing to preface that.
But she didn't say that you weren't with him as well.
Call her back. She probably won't take the call since you hung up on her. But go ahead and call her back.
Okay. Now, do you feel bad at all that you did what you did?
Oh my God. Fuck yes, I do.
What do you feel bad about?
I feel bad that, well, for 100 different things I feel bad. Starting backwards, or starting at the end and working backwards, I felt absolutely terrible that I cheated on you.
Mm-hmm. Well, do you feel bad that you lied to me?
Well, I was getting there. I told you I was working from the end and going backwards.
Okay.
The worst thing that I've ever done is hurt you.
Okay, so when you got, so tell me more about the logic of you fucking getting caught lying, and then you go suck some other guy's dick because I caught you lying. How does that work?
I was an absolute whore and deserved to be treated like one. It was self-mutilation. I don't know how to behave like this.
So you're saying that you wanted to self-mutilate? So if you wanted to self-mutilate, but wouldn't self-mutilate actually be like you cut yourself, or you do damage yourself? You went and sucked dick. You just went and did something pleasurable.
All I did was...
He says he fucked you for 6 hours.
He didn't.
Okay.
That's a lie.
Okay, well, but you don't remember anything.
I know what time I got home.
Did you have safe sex?
Yes.
Oh, you did? He doesn't think you did.
I don't care.
Okay, so he's wrong about that. So, but go back. So you got caught lying. You got mad at me. You blocked me from GPS. Mm-hmm. You blocked me from talking to you, which is punishment for me catching you in a lie, right? I get it.
Blown at my phone. And I was still sitting at dinner.
Okay. So
that's when the GPS went off.
Okay. So that was
didn't have anything to do with Reggie.
Okay. But so what you're saying is when that happened, then your reaction to that is to go suck dick and fuck some guy for how long. Because I caught you in a lie. And you're calling that self-mutilation? I
am. Because all it did was further destroy my psyche.
But what you did was you went and did something pleasurable. Right? So self-mutilation would actually be cutting yourself.
No. You can do it psychologically.
Okay. So really, how do you determine that?
What do you mean?
Well, how do you know that? Are you a psychiatrist, psychologist? Where do you get that expertise to know that?
Well, because I know what it made me feel like. and I know what my motivation was going into it.
What was your motivation going into it?
I feel like crap. I might as well act like the whore that everybody thinks I am. That's exactly what that was. It wasn't here to go fuck Steve. That wasn't what that was.
So when you feel like crap, you go fuck somebody.
It is not a practice.
Have you done it before?
No.
Okay, so it's the first time ever.
Yes.
So for the first time ever in your whole life, you get caught lying, which included using your kid as a weapon over and over and over again, right? And then you use your feelings and emotions for me against me in that, trying to convince me that you aren't lying when you are lying, and by saying, oh, I love you, but you're lying the whole time. And then when you get caught, what you do is you ask a guy to come over and fuck you. And then then you decide to follow up with lying about that.
Yes.
And you lied over. I mean, how many would you say you lied, like 50, 100 times? And so this other guy on here that's saying that you had times to me. You don't have any remember of that, so no memory there.
Nope, didn't happen.
Okay.
Can I ask when?
I did.
And?
I get an answer. So when did you start? You're telling me that you were an honest person your whole life up to this point. Okay.
Can I ask when?
I did.
And?
I get an answer. So when did you start? You're telling me that you were an honest person your whole life up to this point. I mean, I would say in the last week you probably, and granted some of them are repetition, but the same topic, you probably lied to me 150, 200 times. Would you say that's fair?
I don't know, I guess. I haven't been keeping track. Sure you have.
Oh, you sure I have? Is that a shot at me?
No.
Oh, then why would you say? Well, you really think I'm keeping a tally of how many times you lie to me? Do you think I'm keeping a record sheet? Is that what you're saying?
I think that you're literally keeping a record sheet, but I think that every time it happens, it sticks in your head.
So why should I think you're going to be honest moving forward?
You shouldn't.
Does your daughter know that you use her as a weapon?
Please.
It's a legitimate question.
Please.
It's a legitimate. You've done it more than once. Does she know? Does she know?
No! Stop asking me, please. Stop.
So you've been an honest person your whole life up until like the last 2 months. In the last 2 months, you've just turned into a pathological liar. And you're blocking all these guys on your phone, and these guys are all talking about sticking their balls in your mouth, and you're having all these sexting conversations, or you're not having.
I'm not having.
They just think that you are.
I can't even explain Michael to you. I was going to introduce you to him very early on when we first started.
All right,
talking
I don't
about,
care. I don't care about that.
Stop it, because
I don't care to you.
Well, it matters.
No, it doesn't matter.
It does matter.
No, to you, because you think that matters for me to hear. I don't hear, but you are in fact having people send you messages where they're talking about putting their balls in your mouth and coming all over your chest, and these are guys that you're fucking talking to on a regular basis, and you're dating me.
One guy.
Okay, well, there's a lot of guys on here that say they're talking to you.
No, they're not.
And there's one guy in here talking about fucking you. So you got a guy in here talking about shooting his load on your chest, but sticking his balls in your mouth. So that's one guy. Another guy says he has plans with you. And then you got another guy who says he fucked you a week ago. I mean, and those are just the guys that answered.
He did fuck me a week ago.
Oh, I know. He did fuck you a week ago.
I know he did.
And so you got this. So you got one guy talking about sticking his balls in your mouth and fucking shootings come all over your face. That's one guy, and then there's this other guy saying, well, we got to get together and keep our plans because you've had plans that just haven't met. And then you got this other guy who did fuck you a week ago. I mean, but yet you're dating me and you love me, yes. And you're trying to persuade me that's true. But yet you're fucking having all these fucking conversations or acts with other guys. That's who you are. That is who you are. Right? I mean, is this guy fucking messaging you, talking about shooting his load on your face? Yeah. Putting his balls in your mouth? Yeah. Does he know exactly what you like? Yeah. He wants you say can be, who cares what it would mean? He happens to know you like your nipples being pinched. He knows that you like being spanked. Right? He knows that you like fucking balls in your mouth. He knows all these things because you told him. And you're conversing with this guy who knows how often. Per you have to block him because he blows up all the time, but you just happened to block him yesterday when you met me. But that's you. That's who you're dealing with. And then you have the audacity when I openly tell you about friends that I have that are female, that I occasionally talk to. Some I won't even call friends, I don't like. Until they felt bad because they're in miserable shape. But I occasionally talk to them, and I'm totally honest with you about them, and I let you see every message. You bust my balls when you're doing this shit. And you bust my balls left and right about them when you're doing this shit. That's you. But you just became that person.
Never cared enough before.
Well, you never cared enough before, so you did it and you just didn't care.
No.
Well, wait. Well, caring and not caring, two different things. I mean, you could have been married, which you were, and not cared. So that, in theory, what you're saying is that you would have done a lot more then because you didn't care. You're saying with me you care, right? And if you care, then you would think this kind of conduct would be curtailed. So when you don't care, it's going to increase. Oh, so it didn't increase when you didn't care.
It didn't. And
wait, so what? Okay. Well, I want to understand that. Okay,
well, I'm going to try to explain it to you.
But I don't want to ramble. I just want a very direct answer. So you're telling me that when you don't care, you cheat less. So if you care less about a guy, like you contend that you didn't care about your husband too much, or it wasn't that much, you weren't that close, you've said that, right? Okay. So you had a limited relationship with him, didn't feel like about him the way you do about me, right? Okay. But you didn't cheat. So, but you have this elevated, I think you said first time you've ever loved anybody, but it's also the first time you've ever sucked cock and cheated and then lied emphatically about it. And utilized your daughter as a shield multiple times in doing so. So when you care about somebody, then you fuck them over. That's what you're telling me.
Yes.
Okay. That's who you are. So
there's a motivation behind it, or not a motivation, but a...
So when you care about somebody, that's when you fuck them over.
What I'm telling you is that I've never cared about anybody before.
Okay, but you never cheated before either.
I don't know how to do this, and it scares the hell out of me.
Okay, but...
And I think that this was... I'm going to finish my thought.
Well, but you're...
I'm going to finish my thought.
Well, but okay, oh, really?
Yeah,
are you...
I'm going to finish it.
Oh, really? So you're really upset, are you? You're traumatized by sucking cock.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I see.
Yes.
Yeah, I can tell. So when you didn't care about somebody, you never cheated your whole life?
Nope.
Okay. So only time you cared, you told me I'm the only person you ever loved. That's when you cheated.
Yes.
Okay. What do you think your daughter would say if she knew how you used her? Oh, I think it's an honest question.
It's none of your business.
None of my business? Well, you lied to me using her. Why isn't that my business?
You keep bringing it up.
But why isn't that my business?
You're not going to be involved in her life.
Well,
let it go.
You introduced her via your lies multiple times by using her as an excuse. But now I'm asking you about it.
All you're doing right now is twisting the knife.
No, I'm just asking. I'm asking you how she would feel.
You keep asking me, and you keep telling me what an awful person I am.
Answer the question.
What an awful mother I am. I understand how you feel.
No,
and you're probably not wrong.
You use your daughter for lies.
So I'm telling you.
I mean, You brought her in the equation, not me. Be upset with yourself.
I am upset with myself.
Okay, well, just answer the question. How do you think she would feel if she knew that you used her as a shield for your lies?
I'm sure she would not like it.
Do you think you're setting a good example for her?
Of course not.
And you deal with kids every fucking day.
No, I don't.
You tell me you do. Expulsion hearings, you tell me you do them all the time.
I do, but not every day.
Okay,
I'm not an educator. I'm an administrator. It doesn't matter.
But yet you have,
Never cared about that
but you don't have any moral character. How do you just get to stand in judgment?
I do have moral character.
How?
I do have
How?
moral character. What